Samu, how you feeling, mate? It's a pretty big game tomorrow night. Is it sort of dawned on you the importance of winning this one tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think the group understands the importance of it all. Obviously, we're a chance of making the finals, and we thought we played more of a consistent game against the Rebels. So, we want to do the same against Force. We haven't gone too well with them in the last couple of years, so getting consistent performance for this week, will be really important.
Why do you think they've been a bit of a bogey side for you guys? What do you think they do well that troubles the Reds?
I guess it's just for us as a group, the mentality taking into the game. We don't focus too much on how important it is and how hungry they'll be. So, Styles just changed that from the get-go, from the start of the week. Changes the mentality how we approach this game. So, the boys have been really on. The way we've been training has been exceptional. We've been hard on ourselves again this week and just focusing on the process of it all.
So what changes has he made in the preparation to round two that he's compared to this week?
I guess putting more detail on each of our individual performances and as a group, as a collective, not taking the back seat and thinking we'll just win the game in the first couple of halves. It's going to be a tough game against the Force. They had a tough result last week, so they'll be coming out firing. So, especially as a group and as a collective, making sure that we switched on throughout the whole game.
Has the bye been a help or a hindrance? Because you've had that momentum out of the Rebels game and then you had a week off.
No, I think it's been real good. Just to because we've had a look at the blocks of the games. We've had 2 games and a break, another 2 games this week, and then another break. So I've been working in blocks and just focusing on this game alone. So the group's focus has been a lot better. So I think it's really important for us.
Do you focus on a Wallabies jersey yet, knowing that international break's coming up?
Nah, that's in the back of my mind. First things first, and that's playing for Queensland.
In the first game against the Force over in Perth, Chance Penny, Curtis Rona,
Yeah.
the players you hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
Rona's moved, or he's in the centres.
Yeah.
What sort of rating do you have of him, and what makes him a hard opponent?
No, I think he's been playing real well. For the Force, he's been doing his job. He's a big body. So that's especially for us in the center pairing, we've got to respect that, and obviously help out with the wingers. In that space, and then obviously working to the back. So just respecting that lead runner or that body in the centre pairing, especially with Billy as well. In the 12, he's a big body and he's hard on the ball. So we've got to be prepared for that.
Have you seen the Force change their style a bit from, say, last year and the year before, where they're having a bit more of a crack and you've got to be a bit more on your guard for what they can do attacking?
Yeah, I guess they've changed their game. From I think playing off the 9 a lot to the whole field. Being I guess pushing the ball and using their skills. So they're really good in that aspect. But again, we're focused on our game, which is getting out an 80-minute performance.
Discipline been a big focus this week, Sam. It sounded like you had some extra help around penalties. At the start of the week, you had a ref at the ground, and obviously there's been so many games this year, especially at home, where you've had good opportunities and sort of undone them with the bad penalties here and there.
Yeah, I think we've had the referees in, so just picking up little disciplines that we don't need to give away, little penalties that just gives them a piggyback down the field. So we've worked on our discipline this week, with the offside and going for the ball. Obviously George is really good on that, so he understands the game really well, and he's got a great rugby brain, so he knows when he's to take his opportunities. But for us as a collective, making sure that we're not giving away silly penalties just to give him easy meters.
Also, mate, what's your assessment of how Quade's going at the moment? He's sort of been battling with the odd sort of injury thing here and there, knee, foot, but it was a few weeks back where he started to look like he was tearing it up a little bit. Do you think he's due for a big game?
Yeah, I think media asked me that a couple of weeks ago for the Kings game, and I told him he's going to have a big game, and he had a big game. So I feel like he's going to have another one this weekend. So hopefully that goes well. But he's going about his business. He's doing his extras, and that's something that I really look up to him at. He helps out the younger tens in Jakey, and again, similar to George, he's got a great rugby mind, and he helps myself out with my running lines, and obviously the way he plays, you got to expect everything. He might be holding the ball short and you'll kick it long. So that's just the caliber of player that he is, and I know he's going to have a big game this weekend for us.
Speaking of people in form and that sort of stuff, how much do you think Michael Cheika's watching Carmichael Hunt at the moment? Do you think he's worthy of a call-up?
Oh, personally, I think Carmichael's playing exceptional for us and for Queensland. So, I can't speak too much on how Czech is feeling about him, but I'll definitely like to see him in the gold jersey.
Looks like the Force have rested a few blokes for this game as well, and a couple of interesting guys on the bench like Taff, now, who I'm sure you would have seen
Yep.
in your time in the Wallabies, but it looks like he's having a belter of a season, sort of in his old age.
Yeah, Tuff's playing really well. It's a big move for him to go out west, and he's still playing well. And obviously, hopefully, he gets on the pitch. But last week, he had a big game as well. So, they've got threats all across the board, and they still got a good forward pack that's coming out. So, for us, as much as we want to focus on them, it's about our own game. And like I've said in the past, we need to get a 80-minute performance that we've been looking for, and really nullify us, as a finals contender.
You played a lot with Nick Frisbee. How have you found he's bounced back? Because this is sort of that game where the Force will try to really make a mess of what he does and disrupt him and disrupt everyone else. I mean, how do you think he's bounced back from a few hiccups?
I think Frizz is, if you see him at training, he's been working exceptionally hard on his game. I see him before training doing his extras, and then after training doing extras. And he's a big part of Queensland's setup, and he's been really helping out with the forwards. Just bossing them around, and that's what we need between our halves. So he's doing a great job for us, and I know he's keen to get out there, especially for this weekend.